Alright, so, you could call this video a bit of a preview of what we're going to get at San Diego Comic-Con, which unfortunately takes place next weekend when the Olympics start, which, that sucks for me. But, so Kevin Feige is doing a press tour to promote, of course, Deadpool versus Wolverine. My mouth does work, I promise. And, he's been, dropping tidbits here and there. And, some of the, well, a couple of the interesting ones is, first off, Blade is going to be an R-rated movie, which, yeah, I think we knew that already. Let's see, what else? There was one other thing before I got to the two new projects. Oh, yes. Apparently, Kevin Feige is going to try to figure out how to get Deadpool into PG-13 movies. I'm not sure about that one. I mean, I understand that he wants to keep the MCU PG-13, but Deadpool's not that kind of a character. It's like saying that you would, when you bring in Blade, that you would turn him into PG-13. It just kind of waters down the character, so I'm not sure I like that he's even considering it, but there you go. So, but let's get to the two new projects. Now, the first one is more of a tease. It's more of a hint. He didn't actually come out and say it. Based on the article in comicbook.com, that's the impression I'm getting, that he didn't actually come out and say it, but that he was hinting at it. And that is Avengers versus X-Men. And comicbook.com is thinking that this movie is going to replace, Avengers Kang Dynasty. That this is going to be Avengers 5. That instead of Kang, they're going to have X-Men. Which, I'm thrilled to have Avengers versus X-Men. I just don't know how that's going to work, because Avenger movies usually have a built-up threat. Which Kang was supposed to be that built-up threat, but then Jonathan Majors had to be stupid. So I don't know. I don't know who the ultimate threat is going to be, because let's face it, the Avengers are the good guys, X-Men are the good guys. So, unless they're going to make an entire movie based on a misunderstanding as to who the X-Men are and who the Avengers are, there's got to be a threat that they both want to take out. So, the only question is, who is that going to be? If indeed that is going to be Avengers 5. But a project that he has very much confirmed, there is no ifs, ands, or buts about this one, is Nova. Nova is coming to the MCU as a TV show. I'm sure a lot of fans are bummed about that because, movies are where it's at still. Especially since some of the TV shows you question why. Why did you feel the need to do this? And it's going to be the Richard Rider Nova. The Richard Rider version. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how that's going to play out. And how that's going to affect Captain Marvel. Because for those who are unaware, Captain Marvel isn't doing so well. She's being review bombed to hell. Simply because Brie Larson said some things that men can't handle. So they take it out on Captain Marvel. And let's face it, the last movie was all about the girls. And, you know, there are just whiny man babies who can't handle that. Now, I haven't seen the movie yet, so maybe it isn't that great of a movie. But review bombing tends to happen before the project comes out. So, yeah. So yeah, I'm really curious about this new TV show. I am not familiar with Nova. That is after my time. Because like I've mentioned before many times, I stopped reading comics I think in the early 80s. I don't think I even made it to mid 80s. So, yeah. So a lot of these characters, not a clue. And a lot of the characters I do know have had plenty of storylines that I'm not familiar with as well. So yeah, that's basically a preview. Even though this is a presser for Deadpool versus Wolverine. You know, this is also a preview of what's going to happen at San Diego Comic-Con, because I'm sure he's going to mention the Nova show, he's going to mention Avengers versus X-Men, and whatever else he has cooking up. I don't know how many, if he's going to introduce new phases, because I think we end at phase 6 right now, before the Avengers movies. So, yeah, I'm curious if he's going to announce new phases, how many of them he's going to announce. Especially since he now has breathing room, because Bob Iger just wants 3 movies at most a year and 2 TV shows. So it's no longer having to, you know, push out projects as fast as you can, and the quality suffers. The quality of the writing, the quality of the CGI, because the workers don't have a chance to properly finish the CGI before it comes out, because the previous head honcho of Disney seemed to think that, oh, this is popular, so let's, you know, flood it with shit instead of just working on producing good stuff. So anyway, I went a bit on a tangent, but I believe I've covered everything I wanted to in this video. And with that, I will see you guys in the next one.